Hi, I'm Brian Peters with Above the Radio, and I'm here with Downing Street. We got Ryan, bass and singer, Jason, lead guitar, and Elvis, drums. How you guys doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So you guys formed in 2011. How'd you guys come together?
Well, me and Jason were going to school at GCU, and we kind of were on bands and stuff around campus, and we started writing music together. And we're like, dude, we should, really get serious about this. And so we ended up, writing songs, cutting out our first EP, and then it turned into us quitting school for it. And then, I don't know if I left anything else out.
Pretty much it. Then we got Elvis on board about a year ago.
Yeah, so it's been a great journey, like just meeting new people and new shows we get opportunities to play, so. It all started in college is how I like to say it, so.
Awesome. So you guys have been playing lots of shows.
Mm-hmm.
And then last week was your first show at Crescent Ballroom. How'd that go?
The place is sweet. It's my favorite venue by far.
It was
It's a
really,
new place in town, so.
it was really cool. I think it was one of those venues where it was kind of like a bucket list for local shows. We were like really excited to play that one, and we finally played it, and I think it was just kind of surreal to, it's not like, U.S. Airways or anything, but it was definitely cool for our level, the shows that we play. It was.
It's a nice indie venue.
Oh,
you know,
totally.
so it's probably one of the best ones out there.
Definitely.
So how'd you guys prepare for that? Do you guys have any pre-show rituals?
Well, we normally like to look dapper when we play. So we bring, nice clothes to change into, so we show up in just normal stuff, and then we change, then we go backstage, we do a little quick before-show prayer to get ready, and then we just go out there and kill it, man. That's what we do every day, so.
Alright, so
Every
no
time,
no slamming Red Bulls or anything like that?
No,
just mellow?
not yet.
That's still after the show.
That's
Oh, okay. Gotcha. For those that haven't heard your music or haven't seen you play, how would you describe your music to them?
It's like southern rock. Just where we feel like playing, I guess. As rock and roll as we can possibly be.
Yeah, man. We all listen to different kinds of music, like Elvis is really into like Mars Volta and stuff like that. Me and Jason are really into like Kings of Leon. Jason likes a lot of the classic stuff. So it's really cool when we do write stuff. I've always been a fan of saying, I see bands like transition from album to album. Like they'll start out with one album, they'll be southern, and the next album they'll be more indie. So I think we're all super open to be like whatever genres we feel like writing, we'll write. And I think right now we're just kind of in like a southern rock phase, and we love it. So.
What does that creating process look like? When you're coming together to write a new song or a new album, does somebody take the lead, or is it just kind of all?
Usually, maybe I'll come up with a guitar hook, and then I'll bring it to the guys, and we'll go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan writes most of the lyrics, so I'll just take it off, and then we just go from there.
Elvis comes in with his drum parts later, so it's pretty cool. Like normally, like if me and Jason are writing something, I won't be playing bass. Obviously, we'll pick out our guitars and we'll write whatever we feel like writing, and then whatever we feel like writing about, whether it's girls or life or whatever is present in our lives at the moment, we'll put those down in lyrics and we'll go from there. So it's really cool how we all bring our own vibes to the table when we in our writing process. So we like it.
With this new album you guys just released, what was sort of the vibe, or where were you going with that? What's different from this album than any other album that you've done so far?
It's a lot more just southern, I guess. A lot more raw. Kind of kept it as minimalistic as possible, especially me on the guitar playing. Kept it down to one, maybe two tracks with the guitar, and you just played what we wanted to play, I guess.
Yeah, I think it really described like this new season that we're in. Like our first EP we put out before we even started playing shows, and so this new one we've kind of had a lot of shows under our belt. We've kind of been in the local scene a bit longer, so I think it was a little bit, more fun for us to record and more exciting because we kind of knew what to expect when we went in the studio. Whereas before, we were all kind of like, what are these songs going to sound like on a CD? Whereas we came into this one saying, okay, this is what we want them to sound like. So we worked towards that goal instead of like getting the best that we could on the first record. We knew what we expected, and so we worked towards that with this record, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What's in store for Downing Street now that you have the new album and you've played Crescent? So where else?
As soon as we released it, we toured on it, and that was great. Went really well. Mostly Southern California. We're planning on hitting that again. Hopefully, beginning of the summer. Yeah.
Summertime. Hopefully, it'll be fun. But I think echoing what Jason said. As far as like local shows, we're really just trying to play more shows to kind of get our name out there more. not so much playing shows we normally play with our friends coming out. Like we want to try to get as much experience as we possibly can, like playing locally, so that way we can start to build a bigger fan base and more people can hear about our music and stuff like that. So it's a long process, man, but we've been working hard and we're hoping to get to the top. So.
Right. So if people want to know a little bit more about you, best place your Facebook page,
Yeah, definitely.
Facebook.com/Downing Street Band.
Downing Street Band, yeah. We post
Perfect.
about shows. Sometimes we'll do cool things if if somebody's in town when we have a current show. We'll say, hey, tonight if we'll post a random name, somebody's name, whether it's our friend's name or some name we made up. We'll post like we have 2 tickets under will call for you to come get them. So we normally post about that kind of stuff for new CDs that come out. So it's probably the best place that you can get to know what's new with Downing Street. So.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you guys for coming out.
Hey,
We
thanks for having
appreciate
us.
it. So,
Thank you very
all right.
much.